marketing lady is on her way here. She's coming to make it. She told me her GPS that she'd be here by 6:20.
Oh,
So she'll be here before close session.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So we'll go into close.
So that's pretty cool, because I told her it was on Monday, and then when I realized it wasn't on Monday, she already had the day to vote. She's racing to get here from Columbia, Missouri.
Is she voting?
Yeah,
She
she's
got
voting here
she got a vote on there.
or surfing, I don't know which.
Oh, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So. Well, it doesn't change. It's still 5:58. I've checked it 3 times. The daggers. You got? No. That's perfect. It's perfect. When it comes to the bills and stuff, check registers, you just make a motion. I'm gonna do comes down committee reports. Personally asked you to vote on it. All right, good to go. All right, I'm going to call the regular council meeting for Crystal City, October 25th to order. Ms. Massa, can you please stand? Pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll take roll. Mr. Ginever?
Here.
Councilperson Becker?
Here, Your Honor.
Councilperson Bradley? Councilperson Kemfer is absent. Councilperson Schomburg?
Present.
Councilperson Fisher?
Here.
Councilperson Massa?
Present.
Councilperson Picarella?
Present.
All right, if you guys had time to look at the minutes from last session, I'd entertain a motion to approve those minutes from September.
You don't want to approve the agenda first?
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped my agenda. Entertain a motion to approve the agenda for today.
So moved.
Sorry about that. Madam Clerk, has the agenda been dated, posted, and signed? Perfect. How about the minutes?
I'll move to approve the minutes from September 26th. Second.
Perfect. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Public comment, Mr. Eisenbeis.
We have a request from the Twin City Chamber of Commerce to close the Bailey Road area for the Great Pumpkin Festival on Saturday from 9 to noon. We had talked about the staff meetings and everything on our end, so.
All right.
It's not going to interrupt any necessary repairs for the City of Festus water services or anything?
Not that I'm aware of. They're both on their end of the street too, so.
I'll move to approve that request. Second.
All right, I got a motion, a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Check register, financial reports.
I'll move to approve the check register and the bills.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Committee reports. Mr. Larry, you have anything other than in our packet?
No.
Chief Bova, you have anything? All our packets? I got something. Step up, please. We got a couple things for you, sir. First, I got a letter. This gentleman here has been fighting fires longer than I've been alive. And, I got a letter from Sam Richards. I'm gonna read that out loud. A personal letter from myself. We got a proclamation from myself, representative. So, bear with me, we got some time here. So, from, Mayor Richards over at Festus, dear Chief Bova, one of the most important responsibilities of a fire chief is to be a great leader. You've earned the respect of the people you manage and supervise, while you establish and maintain discipline and efficiency throughout your department. A friend to all, the enemy of fire, harm, danger, and death. A comfort to all in their time of need, you and your services are at times imperative for keeping us safe. You have the training and ability to use force when appropriate, including to protect your own life or someone else's. Thank you for all you do, for the sacrifices you make to defend us. I will always feel greatly indebted to you for your willingness to serve and protect us. Congratulations on 50 years of fire service. All right. Mayor Crystal, your Chief Bova, you've proven time and time again the commitment to your community is at the forefront of your being. The sacrifices you have made do not go unnoticed by the men you lead and the city you protect. You fostered a department of firefighters that will walk into a burning building at your command. Your leadership gives your department the assurance that tomorrow will come. The community that you serve and have raised your family in owes you a debt of gratitude. You've created an environment that has a surplus of volunteers to protect us and created a pipeline for future firefighters to continue the daunting obligation. I want to personally thank you for your dedication and constant commitment for 50 years of service to the city of Crystal City. All right, and there's a proclamation here for today from the city of Crystal City. Whereas Anthony Bova shall celebrate his 50 years of service with the Crystal City Fire Department October 2022. And whereas Tony started with the Crystal City Fire Department October 1972 as a volunteer and has held the position of Assistant Fire Chief and currently holds the position of Fire Chief. And whereas Tony is married to Kathy Bova and lives in Crystal City and they have 2 children, Chris, Aaron, wife, Matt, like Andrea, and 2 grandchildren, Addison and Ava. And whereas Tony worked for Dow Chemical and retired after 40 years with numerous safety awards from Dow Chemical. And whereas Tony is a member of the Elks Lodge 1721, Knights of Columbus 1230, Eagles, Erie Lodge, and Country Club. And whereas this special day was set apart to recognize his 50 years of service with the city, with Crystal City Fire Department. The city of Crystal City would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Tony Bova on celebrating 50 years of service with the Crystal City Fire Department. We express good wishes from the city of Crystal City and its citizens. No, not yet. Not yet. Hey, you'll have your time. You'll have your time.
Ours is very very similar to the one that was just read, but since you're a very important hero, I'm gonna go ahead and read it again. Chief Boba, whereas the members of the Missouri House of Representatives are proud to recognize the accomplishments of an outstanding Missouri public servant who has placed himself in harm's way on numerous occasions to ensure public safety. And whereas Fire Chief Anthony T. Boga of the Crystal City Fire Department in Crystal City, Missouri, is to be commended for demonstrating extraordinary commitment to the citizens of the Shawnee State through his uncommon dedication to providing quality firefighting services for the past 50 years. And whereas Chief Boga is an extraordinary individual who has chosen to follow his dream and embrace a worthwhile vocational calling, which has provided a means to express his deep sense of community, compassion for fellow Missourians, and a desire to preserve the safety of home and herds of citizens in and around the Crystal City community. And whereas a 2017 recipient of the Fire Chief of the Year Award, Chief Boga is known, admired, and respected for his helpful attitude and the friendly manner in which he has always greeted people in and around the community. And whereas a retired 40-year employee of Dow Chemical, from which he earned numerous safety awards, Anthony Boga has also enjoyed recognition by being involved with the Elks Club, the Knights of Columbus, the Country Club, and the Eagles Lodge. And whereas Anthony Boga has been blessed with the love and support of a wonderful family whose members include his wife, Kathy Boga, 2 sons and their wives, Chris and Aaron Boga, and Matt and Andrea Boga, and 2 grandchildren, Addison and Avery. Now therefore it be resolved that we, the members of the Missouri House of Representatives, 101st General Assembly, join in expressing deep gratitude for the superb service that Chief Anthony Boga has rendered to the Crystal City Fire Department during the past 50 years, and in wishing him only the best in all future endeavors. And be it further resolved that the Chief Clerk of the Missouri House of Representatives be instructed to prepare a properly inscribed copy of the resolution for Fire Chief Anthony Boga.
I wasn't expecting this. This is my time now? Oh, my goodness. Can we do this tomorrow?
You want me to hold it?
Okay, David. Whatever. Yeah.
On behalf of the City of Crystal City, the Fire Department, and Assistant Chief Mike Schrage, we would like to present you with the following resolutions, accolades, and medals to you, Tony, on your dedicated 50 years of service to the department. This first one is from Dennis Gannon, whereas the Jefferson County, Missouri Executive would like to pause and recognize Chief Anthony Tony Boga on his 50 years of dedicated service with the Crystal City Fire Department, and whereas Tony is the proud husband of Kathy, father of sons Chris, wife Aaron, and Matt, wife Andrea, and grandfather of Addison and Avery. And whereas Tony retired from Dow Chemical after 40 years, and whereas he has received the 2017 Fire Chief of the Year and numerous safety awards from Dow Chemical. And whereas Tony belongs to the Elks Lodge 1721, Knights of Columbus 1230, Eagles Airy Lodge, and the Country Club. And whereas in celebration of his 50 years with the Crystal City Fire Department, the county executive is pleased to dedicate a day to honor Anthony Tony Boga on his service to the citizens in Crystal City, Missouri, including Jefferson County, Missouri. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Jefferson County, Missouri Executive is hereby honored to proclaim October 25th as Anthony Tony Boga Day. Next, on behalf of Elaine Gannon, Senator for the state of Missouri. Whereas the members of the Senate always welcome the opportunity to acknowledge milestone events in the lives and careers of Shawnee State citizens who have distinguished themselves as exemplary public servants. And whereas the members now pause to recognize Anthony Tony Boga of Crystal City, Missouri, who has dedicated 50 years of distinguished service to the Crystal City Fire Department, and whereas long dedicated to public service, Tony Bova joined the Crystal City Fire Department in 1972 and rose in ranks to the position of fire chief in 2009, and whereas committed to area residents at all hours of the day or night, Tony Bova leads the 34 volunteer firefighters, 3 captains, and 2 assistant chiefs of the Crystal City Fire Department in providing fire and rescue services to the citizens of Crystal City and the rural areas south of the city. And whereas the Crystal City Fire Department responds to area fires, gas leaks, fuel spills, carbon monoxide dangers, vehicle accidents, and extraction. And whereas Tony Bova is a dedicated member of numerous charitable organizations, including the Festus Crystal City Elks Lodge, 1721, the Knights of Columbus, Festus Council, 1230, and the Fraternal Order of the Eagle, Aerie, 4341 in Crystal City. And whereas no stranger to awards and accolades, Tony Bova has been recognized by the Jefferson County Fire Engine Rally as the 2017 Fire Chief of the Year and was the deserving recipient of numerous safety awards from Dow Chemical Company. And whereas Tony Bova has enjoyed his many successes with the support of a devoted family whose members include his wife, Kathy, sons, Christopher, wife, Aaron, and Matthew, wife, Andrea, and 2 precious grandchildren, Addison and Avery. Whereas Now, therefore, be it resolved that we, the members of the Missouri Synod 101st General Assembly, join to applaud the personal and professional accomplishments garnered thus far in life and work of Anthony Tony Bova, and extend this legislative body's best wishes for his continued success. And be it further resolved that the Secretary of the Senate be instructed to prepare a properly inscribed copy of this resolution for presentation to Anthony Tony Bova. Senator Elaine Cannon.
Tony, oh, sorry. No, you're not. There you go. Thank you.
This is from Joachim Platten Ambulance District, a certificate of recognition. The Joachim Platten Ambulance District would like to recognize you for 50 years of service with the Crystal City Fire Department. Your continued example of service above self is a true testimony of your dedication to the residents of Crystal City and the surrounding region. You are truly a valued member of our community. Congratulations on your 50 years of dedicated service.
You get to know a lot of people that long.
Everybody knows that's wrong. Really nice people.
Okay. There are other letters to go with these medals. I'm just going to hand them to you. There's a bunch. So we want to recognize other fire districts that have sent in medals and or letters for Tony. Antonia Fire Protection District, Cedar Hill, Dunklin, Festus, Goldman, Hillsborough, Jefferson R7, Mappaville, Saline Valley, and DeSoto Rural, along with Festus and Crystal, who have already spoken. That's all.
Thank you.
Hundred and 50 years of the same gentleman right here today.
Maybe have some lights though?
2 minutes, no, I'm joking.
We'll let you have the finale, but
Go ahead.
if I could speak just a minute.
Sure.
As chief of police, I want to say, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I've been here half of his career. But what I would say as chief of police after 25 years here is he or his team have never balked or squawked. We work together all the time. As chief of police, we handle a lot of dangerous things. They handle a lot of dangerous things, but I feel like it's my place to say that I appreciate it. The police department appreciates it. And I think my testament to him would be anything I ever ask out of him or his team to repeat it, they never balk or they never squawk. If I ask something out of Tony, he just tells me, what do you need, and he gets it done. So I'd just like to say thank you and congratulate you. It's a big honor and it's well deserved. Thank you.
Get back to him real quick, it works both ways. And that's why we work so well together here in the city of Crystal City with all the departments. The guys back here, they the ones that make me look good. I'd lie if I said here and said they didn't. When I need something at any given time, I ask and they're there. So I gotta thank these guys, the citizens, everybody I see out here. You know, for years and years, and if I need a favor from one of them, they will be right there. And my wife, she cooks up with me. I bet she's glad to see me go out there. And, I can't say any more. Council, thank you all. Previous mayor, him and his wife, it was good to meet council. New mayor, we're going to start from scratch, so we'll see how everything goes with everything. I appreciate it all. Thank you.
Fire guys, can you come around real quick? We'll get a picture and then we'll move on with our meeting. Yeah. We're gonna duck out of the way real quick.
I got my name on it.
You got it?
Are they coming up here?
No, I think they're just gonna go right there, get their picture just with us out of the way.
Don't jump on the deal, Dave, or Carolina. Thanks again.
All right, well, that takes care of the fire and welfare. Building commissioner reports in your packet. Turner's reports in your packet. And Chief Helms, anything?
Other than I'd like to thank those that come out for the National Night Out, I think went real well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, the National Night Out did.
We had good weather for it this year. It was perfect.
Yeah, it went real.
I liked having it when we did, instead of the heat of the summer. I think that worked out really well.
No, I liked the fall. It was,
Yeah.
worked out well, and we had a good attendance, a good turnout in the neighborhood, so
Absolutely.
it went really well. Council liaison reports, Mr. Fisher?
I don't have anything after that.
All righty. Ms. Schoenberg, Park?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Mr. Picarella? I don't have anything. Mr. Becker?
If there are some items for the planning and zoning agenda, that would be the third Thursday in November, which would be the 17th, but so far I'm not aware of anything.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Ginevra?
Nothing.
And Mr. Kemper's absent. All right. No public response on that. Old business, we have a conditional use permit for RLKC LLC, 210 Glendon Heights Road. I'd entertain a motion to approve their conditional use permit. This is the second time that we're voting on this. You guys have had all the information. Nothing's changed. It is in your packet, the conditions of, do you have it in there?
Nothing's changed from the
Nope, it's just in writing
previous
now.
meeting. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have it in there?
Did we vote on this previously, or did we
Yes.
we had a hearing?
We did, I think you got it
We did a public hearing last time.
Mm-hmm.
You guys put the conditions out, we drafted them up, the conditions.
Okay.
What you have in your packet is the recommendations from planning and zoning and council for you guys to.
I guess what I'm getting at is this need to be passed once or twice? Just once. Okay. I'll move to approve the conditional use permit for RLKC LLC for 210 Glendon Heights Road.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on that? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. New business, we have none.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around. It's, ordinances and resolutions, we have none. City admin report is in your packet. A couple things in there. We got our second use tax. the money is starting to come in from the use tax, and it's looking good. It's continuing to go up. Mr. Eisenbeiss won't be too far off on his estimates when we did that. So, I think it'll only get better moving on.
So it was 3,000 last month, and 11,000 this month?
Yep. Yeah.
Was it 6,000?
It was 6,000 last month. We got a total so far of about 17 from the use tax, and, it's headed in the right direction. So, in our sales tax and stuff, I know we went through the budget, we're headed in the right direction. We got a great wave right now in Crystal City, so. Anybody have any other questions on his?
On the city administrator's report, I believe we need a motion to reschedule the November and December meetings. One of those would fall on the night of the Christmas parade, and the other one would be the day after Christmas, I believe. So I'll move to schedule our November council meeting for Monday, November 21st, which would be the third Monday, and the December council meeting for December 19th, which I believe would be the third Monday as well.
All right, I got a motion, got a motion and a second to move our council meetings for the month of November and December. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries on that. Thank you, Mr. Becker. All right, any other discussion on the admin report?
Just, one thing. Jason, is it okay for me to comment on the ARPA funds from the county? Okay. Just since, some people had brought this up, we have obviously had a big announcement last week with James Hardy coming to town, and, the city has spent a not insignificant amount of money on lawyers' fees during that process, but the county approved $1.5 million request from their ARPA funds for preliminary engineering and a bunch of other things that will include reimbursing the city of Crystal City for its attorney's fees. So we were not out any money on that expense. I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention, if you didn't notice it, if you've left your glasses in your truck, for instance.
Well, alrighty. That moves me to the mayor's report. I did want to say Jason's done an excellent job on lawyer fees, getting all that handled. He was at a council meeting last night. I mean, there's a ton of stuff that goes into that not everybody sees. The governor was in town. You guys are all aware of that. Conversations that we had was he goes and sees those throughout the state, and it's not taken lightly that he says ours was one of the best that he's ever seen. He goes throughout the state and does this, and it was special to us because it's here, but the turnout of our citizens, he said it was a great crowd, our fire, our police, everybody in our city does exactly what they're supposed to do, and it's running great, and we're doing a great job, and Jason does excellent work at doing that, and all of our city employees, street, water, fire, police, I mean, the girls up front do a ton of stuff, and they should be commended. So, with that being said, I also have a discussion about branding of Crystal City I'd like to have some funds to make banners and like business stickers. Jason and I were going to discuss that a little bit tonight. You want to add anything to that?
Yeah,
or?
I think, over the years, we were always known as CPG town, factory town. We're getting back to our roots, but over the last 30 years since they've closed, we've lost our identity as asbestos has grown, and we haven't. And I heard that a lot. I hear that a lot. People come to town, you call pizza asbestos, you call Chevrolet asbestos. The latest pretzel asbestos. So we're just looking for, I guess, some ideas, some thoughts. Maybe this is something we take to a work session. Tony and I have worked and talked about this before. Business stickers for when we send out business licenses every year. Some wayfinding, some branding stuff to get Crystal City's identity back, because in my opinion, we never lost it for those that live here and love this community. But we got a big fish on the hook right now, and now's our time that I think we can really take advantage of that and make sure that we get our town recognized again. Because even one of the news reports, the first news report that broke, said coming to Festus. And then the mayor and I were in the office, called the reporter, and he changed it coming near Festus.
Yeah, Festus area, yeah, and
so that's what kind of triggered some more of this conversation, but did a great, that's done a lot for us. I think we can keep that up and get our communities to stick out. I've had people in other states that follow us that used to live here and said that's a great way to get your town out there, and people are really impressed with her mural she did. Unfortunately, it will come down. Hopefully, maybe I can talk Kristen and put some of it up in the new tavern, but, we are headed in a great direction. We've taken a long time to get here. A lot of this didn't happen overnight. We've been working on a lot of this for a lot of years, and we're really starting to see some good stuff. So, like Mike said, we need to get our brand back out there. We need to get our name out there. I don't know what exactly that is, but I know the council would want to do that as well, so.
Yeah, we're just thinking banners, we can talk about it in a work session, but,
Sounds good.
Going so they know where Crystal City starts, you know, we got those nice flagpoles, things like that, have signs on there, the banners in the other cities. I mean, we just need to go ahead and start purchasing some of those, making that, get our brand out there with the business license and stuff. So, that's pretty much all I have on that.
Dollar figure? Did you have a dollar figure in mind on what you want that budget to be, or?
I don't, Jason's authorized to spend $5,000 at a discretion. I don't even have an idea. I don't, it's not.
We cut up the economic development budget about 5 years ago, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the $2,500, which we clearly spent a lot more than that this year, because everything we've done recently has come out of economic development. Maybe increase that to about 5,000.
Can you put that back in the ARPA fund?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Put it back and use it again?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
and I don't know what we'll end up doing. We'll increase it next year for sure. But
Yeah.
we'll try to get some ideas over the next couple of months, and, we're gonna get into winter, so putting up banners and putting signs in the ground isn't feasible, so maybe over winter, and then our budget workshop, we can talk some ideas through.
One of the ideas I have is just to have a pretty good sized sticker that business can put in their window that says proud Crystal City business or something like that. Absolutely.
Because a lot of people, if they're not from around here, they walk in the door and they really don't know where they're at,
Right.
except we have water you don't have to boil, and that's it.
That's exactly right. We don't have to boil any water. So, that works out good. And you sent me a picture of like, hey, it's on everybody's radar. It's just something we need to hammer down and see what it is. I don't think there's any.
We do that on Fridays and Festivus, when we have the, we support Festus Tigers, whatever, shop local or whatever, I sit with him at the UPS store.
Yeah.
We need to do this with our
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
our school at this point in time, we got a great school board over there, and we got a good council, and everybody's working together, and they have for years. It's not anything new, but we can bounce off and get supported and make it happen, so. All right, moving on to round table. Mr. Bradley, you have anything? Mr. Ginever?
Was Mr. Laka talk about, water at all?
He didn't, I asked him in the council, or in the,
Oh.
he didn't have anything to add.
Oh, I was.
He has it in his packet on the thing. You can ask him.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask about the GTHM thing.
Yeah.
So the recommended level's 80 and we came in at 90 at that one. I didn't realize until you sent out this memo here that it was actually something that was taken at the Quonset bowling alley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have two sample sites, one's at Always, one's at Quonset. DNR changed the regulations on that. It used to be the average between the two sites would give you an overall average for the year. The one site came in, but now they've broke it down to each site is on its own and not combined.
Okay.
So then they're kind of raise their standards for Quonset.
Okay. I had a lot of people asking about it, and I guess if you read the details, they say it could cause cancer if you drink 2 liters of water for 70 years, right, or something like that.
Years. So, and basically, if the one spike happened, we check it every quarter. We personally don't test the water. It has to go up to the state for them to test it for the THM. So, they notified us that, hey, your first sample came back kind of high. And you might, on your trends, it looks like that you might be in violation. So we knew it was kind of coming, but just for that one quarter it was high. So it wasn't, 70 years, it's, over a
Could this be related to the low water levels in the Mississippi at all, or
No.
No,
It's
it's
basically a byproduct of
chlorine?
yes, of your chlorine. So when you do breakpoint chlorine, you have your total and then you have your free, and the distance in between sometimes gives you the THMs. Chlorine smells, but, so what you do is you add more chlorine to get that
Okay.
breakpoint there. If the water, especially down at Fort Quonset, it kind of sits in that main for a while. So by flushing it and putting flush boxes out, we're able to bring that gap closer.
Got it, okay. And we're scheduled to do the flushing in November now, right?
November 18th.
Okay.
And then we'll do again in April or May. With the new building going on out south, if we start pushing water out south, we'll probably go to a chloramine system. More than likely, we'll go to a chloramine system, which the chloramine system will actually take care of the THM issues.
Oh, okay.
But depending on what our next few samples come back, we might be trying to push that into the budget sooner than later, because we know that's what we're gonna have to have. So the chloramine system, basically, you encapsulate it with ammonia, and then that gives you a better killing power of bacteria on farther distances. It doesn't dissipate as quick.
Okay. Well, that's something to look forward to then. Great.
Yeah, we'll see what our results are.
Okay. That's all I wanted Larry to talk to that.
Yeah. Thank you, Larry. It's a good job. Mr. Becker?
Nothing, thanks.
Mr. Fisher?
Yes, I do briefly. I'd like for everybody, this is just kind of planting a seed, it's nothing we need to act on right away. But I think that, for the branding of the city, you look at the mural that's painted in Festus there by Pogolino's, you can see it all the way coming up from Crystal Village. I think that we need to put together a plan that may be a longer-term plan, but put together a way that we can come up with the funds to do something like at the Grove, where they have the big arch and it says the Grove, something that says Crystal City as you're coming into it, so that it's unmistakable that you're coming into Crystal City. I know that's a big expense, and I don't have an answer of where we'd get that money, but I think that we should be thinking along those lines if we can come up with that kind of money.
No, I like it. I mean, I think ideas are great, so. Is that all?
That's all I have.
That's a good idea. Ms. Schaumburg?
I don't have anything, Your Honor.
Mr. Piccirillo? Ms. Massa? All right. At that time, or at this time, the regular meeting's over. We'll be going into, closed session. Mr. Becker?
May I ask a question? Just a general question. A couple months ago, we talked about the new routing of the trash. I haven't heard anything about it.
We paused on that trash thing. Like, we just moved it around a little bit. Like, the route, everything's staying the same, and then, like, the bulk pickup stuff, we haven't brought that back up, but it's not away, but,
It's not going down to the center line?
is it, is it still going out there to Timberline? The trash fund, I got one invoice on it, and it was only for 4 days, so I haven't got enough data to actually compare and check fuel and stuff, but when it is, I'll bring it back up and I'll have it on the agenda. Perfect. All right. Thanks for coming out.
I just wanted to say thank you to the city.
Yeah. Hey, we look forward to working together. Excellent. We'll see you guys.
Can I assume you want me to read the notice?
I would like that.
Notice is hereby given that the City Council of the City of Crystal City, Missouri will duly vote during the regular meeting on Tuesday, October 25th, 2022, to close a portion of said meeting for the purpose of discussing leasing, purchasing, or sale of real estate by the city where public knowledge of the transaction might adversely affect the legal consideration therefore, as authorized by Section 610.021 sub 2 of the Missouri Revised Statutes, and Section 610.021 sub 3 for the purpose of hiring, firing, disciplining, or promoting of particular employees of the city when personal information about the employee is discussed, and will conduct said closed meeting immediately following the regular council meeting in the city council chambers at City Hall in Crystal City, Missouri.
All right.
The ladies left.
That's your lady.
I had asked her to wait outside until we got ready to call her in.
Oh, okay.
They'll call it back, coming back in.
We're gonna do this first and then. All right, I'll entertain motion to,